I don't see you.
I'm right here.
Oh, there you are. Hi, how are you?
Hey, I'm so excited to be chatting with you. I'm sad that you went home.
Yeah.
How did you feel about going home? Were you sad about it?
At the time, no. At the time, no, not at all. Um, I think a few days later, then I was kind of regretting my decision. But at the time, no, I thought it was best for me.
Is it just because like the competition got tough? Is it the bus? Was it uncomfortable? The people?
I had a verbal altercation with somebody, or no, wait, I want to rephrase that because I was verbally attacked, as far as I'm concerned, by one of the other castmates. And so I just knew after that, like I was kind of traumatized in a way because I don't know, I don't know people talking to people like that. I don't really care for. And so after that, a couple days went by, and I can be confrontational for sure. But I was trying to take the high road, and I thought about it. I'm like, I don't think I can last on this bus having to look at this person another day. Like, I just couldn't without wanting to explode and, probably flashback, right? But to avoid that, I was like, nah, I want to enjoy and have the good thoughts and memories as it is now. So, yeah, I was kind of over it at that point.
No, I can totally understand that. It seems like a really grueling experience and could be claustrophobic. But one of the most controversial parts about your game was that you did this lone wolf strategy. And I was wondering if you had any regrets about that because it seems like teamwork is a essential part of moving forward in the game.
No, no, it's not. Who tells you that? That is not.
That's how I feel watching the show.
No. Oh my gosh, no. Why are you going to trust people that are probably going to lie to you anyway? Like, no, you need to trust yourself. Who better to trust than yourself? Even, I mean, like, that's life, right? Like, I mean, yeah, not to have trust issues really, but like, especially in a game like this, like, no, you could, I mean, as you're watching, you're seeing everybody backstab each other and talk shit about each other. I'm like, no, I don't want any part of that. I'm going to blame myself for any decisions I make. I don't want to have to get mad at somebody. Well, that's my fault for trusting them.
There's a lot of backstabbing, but it also seems like there are people working together. Like you see that on the show, they're helping each other and giving each other clues. So like, do you feel like you maybe could have tried that strategy, or it seems like you have no regrets?
Oh, no, I have no regrets for sure. No regrets. I knew where we were every single time without the help of anybody else.
Mhm.
I was confident that in my knowledge, actually, geography, just common sense, observations, um, I was pretty confident that I probably could have won the game had I not had that altercation, that verbal altercation not happen.
Mhm.
I probably would have been at least, I definitely feel like I would have been probably the top three.
Oh, we really missed out. What was it
Yeah.
like with Jeffrey when you finally got off the bus and got to hang out with him and you guys were in Germany? Like, what did you guys do?
Um, that was great because I didn't know who Jeffrey was the
Mhm.
whole time. I didn't know what shows, movies, or anything. I didn't know anything about him. And so when we came off, we had a chat, we drank a beer,
Mhm.
talked a little bit, and I mentioned that to him. I said, I don't know who you are. I don't know where you're from. And he's like, that's funny. And he's like, well, then he explained, about Grey's Anatomy. Have you watched it? And I'm like, I did. And he's like, I was Izzy's boyfriend that passed away. And I'm like, oh, okay, then I could see it. But prior to that, I didn't know him. I thought he was really a cool dude. He was stylish. He was kind of funny, and he was pretty personable. You know,
Mhm.
he was definitely invested in what was going on.
Can you tell us how you got cast for the show and maybe some advice you would give to other people who are trying to get on a competition show?
I saw on my For You page on TikTok. I
Hmm.
saw an ad that showed an airplane with some beautiful blue Caribbean looking waters and islands. And it said, do you love to travel? And I'm like, oh, yes, I do. And so started the process. I sent in a video. Actually, I sent in two videos because I didn't think they got the first one because I didn't hear from them. And it was like a 2-minute clip. And I'm like, what can you say in 2 minutes? Not a whole lot. But when I resent the video, it gave 10 minutes. So I was like going crazy for 10 minutes, right? And then it kind of went from there. And, it went for like 6 months of stuff that we needed to do. And then I got picked, which was great. I was totally surprised. I mean, going into it, I would say be yourself, just be yourself. If you're funny, be funny. If you're serious, be serious. Put your best foot forward for sure. Be memorable, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's 1,000 or 10,000, who knows how many thousands of people vying for this position, right? You got to be the most memorable. I was, in a way, one
Yeah,
of the.
you were, and you were so funny. I'm dying to know who you're rooting for moving forward and who you think has a really good shot of winning the show.
Well, I'm definitely not rooting for Rick.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't care for Rick from day one. It's nothing personal. Well, maybe it is. I don't know. I didn't like his energy, and I knew he was a snake. For some reason, something told me he's a snake. So I definitely am not rooting for Rick. If it comes down, I would root for probably Biggie or Shane.
Yeah.
I hope Shane gets more screen time, because I'll tell you what, Shane, everyone talks about like me with my one-liners and stuff. That's been like the talk. Shane is the one-liner king. My nickname was Slim Shady.
Mm-hmm.
That was him. Shady, what's up? And he always had jokes and the one-liners. It's amazing. So I hope they show a little bit more of Shane.
But what about his girlfriend on the show? Do you think they're gonna last?
Oh, reality TV. When you meet, most of them don't last. I mean, if you look at the numbers, out of how many thousands have hooked up on, especially those love shows. He's the one from Bachelor, that Krista, one of the first shows. I think they're still together.
Tristan and Ryan.
Yeah, them. And other than that, I don't know any. I mean, no.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fluke.
What did you think about JaNae and Peter and how they came in late?
Couldn't stand the idea, for one. Because we were down to 7 and now we're back up to 9. I'm like, oh my God, I had a subpoena. I was subpoenaed for court back in Hawaii for one of my cases. And I'm like, I got to get home by that date. Oh my God, it kept going and going. So I'm like, wait, I'm not going to make it. The judge is going to arrest me. But I didn't know who they were either. I don't watch reality TV. Peter, I tell you what, I didn't like how he played on the train. I didn't like conceding. I don't like to really play in a team sport where we're going to concede. I don't like that. But, he was a nice guy. Peter's a nice guy from obviously a good family. He's very well spoken, very well mannered. Definitely liked him from the beginning, whether he was a snake or not. It didn't take away from him as a person. So yeah, he was okay. He walked around with he walked around flashing his chest, making us all drool,
For sure.
that stuff, it was great. He's good eye candy for sure.
What about JaNae?
Yeah, I have a bad taste in my mouth for her.
Got it. Can you leave us off with your favorite part of the experience and your favorite part about doing the show?
My favorite part of doing the show. So my favorite part was, of course, the bonding with, my gang, because we did have a gang that we just talked sometimes 6, 7, 8 hours. We would talk shit. We would talk life. We would talk thoughts. We would do therapy in a way. My favorite, some of my best memories on that trip are sitting laughing up. We laughed for hours and hours and hours, and it was great. Aside from playing the game, that was, the best part. My favorite was Amsterdam, as far as being in the sky.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, to me, I was just like wanting to put my arms out, my head back, and just spin me around and scream and yell and laugh. I thought it was like magical.
That looks really fun.
It was great.
Yeah. Well, it was so nice to chat with you, Kim. I would have loved to see you go farther, but it sounds like it was your time.
Yeah, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.